Have you ever felt like you're putting in all the work, day in and day out, but seeing absolutely zero results? You're studying, you're practicing, you're saving, you're hustling, and nothing. It's like you're screaming into a void. It feels frustrating, demotivating, and honestly, it makes you want to quit. You start to wonder, is all this effort even worth it? If you've ever felt this way, I want you to know you're not alone. And today, I'm going to share a story that might just change the way you see your progress forever. It is a story about why the most important growth is often the growth you can't see. Imagine two farmers, let's call them Alex and Ben. They both receive a special gualan seed, said to grow into the most magnificent fruit-bearing tree imaginable. The instructions are simple. Plant the seed, water it, and give it sunshine. Both Alex and Ben are incredibly excited. They each find the perfect spot in their fields, dig a hole, and carefully plant their golden seed. They water it diligently and make sure it gets plenty of sun. The first week passes. Nothing, not even a tiny sprout. Alex starts to get anxious. He walks out to his field every morning, staring at the patch of dirt. Is it growing? He wonders. Did I plant it right? Maybe the seed was a dud. By the end of the second week, his impatience gets the better of him. He carefully digs up the seed to check on it. He sees tiny, hair-like roots starting to form. Oh, okay, it's working, he says, relieved. He carefully replants it and waters it again. Meanwhile, Ben continues to water his patch of ground and ensure it gets sunlight. He trusts the process. He knows that growth takes time, and much of it happens beneath the surface, hidden from view. He focuses his energy on preparing the soil around it, pulling weeds, and ensuring the conditions are perfect for when the sprout finally appears. Another week goes by. Still no sprout for either farmer. Alex is now in a full-blown panic. Something must be wrong, he mutters. He digs up the seed again. This time, the tiny roots look a little bruised and broken from the last time he disturbed them. He doesn't notice. He just sees they haven't grown much. Frustrated, he buries it again, a little less carefully this time. This cycle continues. Every few days, Alex's anxiety drives him to dig up the seed, interrupting its delicate, underground work. Each time he does this, he damages the fragile root system that is trying so hard to establish itself. He's so focused on seeing the immediate result, the sprout, that he is actively sabotaging the foundation required for that sprout to ever break through the soil. This brings us to one of nature's most powerful lessons, the secret of the root system. Think about the Chinese bamboo tree. When you plant a bamboo seed, you water it and nurture it for the first year, and nothing happens. The second year, you water and nurture it, and still, nothing. The third year, the fourth year, still nothing. It's a true test of faith. You were putting in all this effort for 4 straight years, with no visible reward. Many people would have given up, convinced the seed was dead. But then, in the 5th year, something miraculous happens. The bamboo tree explodes out of the ground, growing up to 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. 90 feet in 6 weeks. Did the bamboo tree do all its growing in those 6 weeks? Of course not. For long years, all the growth was happening underground. It was developing an incredibly complex and strong root system, a foundation powerful enough to support its massive, rapid growth. Without that 4-year period of invisible progress, the explosive growth would be impossible. The same is true for our goals. Whether you're learning a new skill, building a business, getting in shape, or investing for your future, the initial phase is almost always a period of building your root system. When you're learning an instrument, you spend hours on scales and chords. It doesn't sound like music yet, but you're building the foundation. When you start investing, your initial contributions might seem tiny and the growth painfully slow, but you're establishing a base that will compound over time. This is the stage where most people quit. They are like Alex, the impatient farmer. They don't see immediate results, so they dig up their seeds. They stop practicing. They pull their money out of the market. They switch diets every week. They constantly interrupt the foundational work, wondering why they never see the sprout. Now, let's go back to our two farmers. Months have passed. Ben's field now has a small, green sprout pushing its way through the earth. It's not much, but it's a sign of the healthy root system he allowed to grow undisturbed. He continues to care for it, and the sprout grows steadily into a strong sapling. Soon, it becomes a mighty tree, its branches heavy with golden, delicious fruit. His patience and trust in the process have paid off beyond his wildest dreams. He has a harvest that will feed his family for years to come. And what about Alex? His patch of ground remains barren. Frustrated and defeated, he finally digs up the seed one last time. It's shriveled and dead. The constant disruption, The lack of faith, the need for instant gratification, it killed the potential for growth. He sacrificed the ultimate harvest for a temporary peek at the progress. How many times have we been Alex in our own lives? We start a new habit with great enthusiasm, but when we don't see a six-pack after a month at the gym, or we're not fluent in Spanish after a few weeks on an app, we get discouraged and quit. We dig up our seed. The lesson of the patient farmer is a powerful one. Trust the process. Understand that the most critical work is often done in the dark, beneath the surface. You must nurture your goals with consistent, daily actions, even when you see no outward evidence of progress. These actions are you watering your seed. Each day you practice, each dollar you save, each healthy meal you eat, you are strengthening your root system. You are building the foundation necessary for that explosive, bamboo-like growth that will eventually come. So, how can you apply this golden seed strategy to your own life? First, identify your most important long-term goal. What is the magnificent tree you want to grow? Is it financial independence? Mastery of a creative skill? Building a thriving business? Once you have your goal, I want you to reframe your perspective. Instead of obsessing over the final outcome, focus on the daily process of watering your seed. Celebrate the consistency, not just the results. To help you with this, I've created something I call the Growth Seed Template. It's a simple one-page guide to help you identify your goal, define the daily watering actions you need to take, and track your consistency. It's designed to help you focus on building your root system and trust the process, so you can stop digging up your seeds. You can download it for free using the link in the description below. Remember, every great achievement, every masterpiece, every success story was once just a seed planted in the ground. It was nurtured with patience, watered with consistency, and protected by the faith that growth was happening, even when it couldn't be seen. Don't be the farmer who digs up his seed. Be the one who trusts the process, builds a strong foundation, and patiently waits for the inevitable harvest. Your breakthrough is coming. You just have to keep watering the ground. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you grow. And don't forget to download your free growth seed template. Keep planting, keep watering, and I'll see you in the next video.